Hey guys, what's up? It's Johnny here, and welcome to another episode of The SIC Show. And as always, I'm super pumped to be here. And this week, I've got a story about taking a break, and you'll find out why I'm sitting in a minute.
Yes, I'm going to inspire you with a old image of mine that's a 1 megapixel image that I blew up really big, and I'm going to hopefully inspire you to get out there and do things even though you suck.
Yeah, take action, yo. Let's
Enjoy.
get into it, bro.
The SIC Show. Share, inspire, create.com. Share.
All right, buddy, so share this story with us, man.
Guys, you are not going to believe what happened. Biggest epic fail ever. I'm going to let you have a look under the table. I don't often let people look down there, but man, check this
Is it
out.
safe?
Yo. It's I don't know, bro. It's so good. It's all good, man. Check this out. Have a sneak peek under there. Check out that moon boot I'm wearing, man.
Yeah.
Isn't that thing insane?
It's sexy moon boot.
And I'm rocking one of them, man, because that's so old school, man. Just rock one.
One.
Just rock one of everything. Yeah, that's it.
It's a monopod.
Yeah. So, guys, what happened last week? It's nearly a week ago now, actually. I rocked up at Brent's one morning, and we were going to record a SIC show, and
in the new studio.
By the way, check out this, man. What do you guys reckon? Epic, yo.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Love the SIC logo, man. It's good. Bit of branding. I think it's perfect for it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think.
Anyway, back to the story. I rocked up at the new studio, which is Brent's new pad, and went down the stairs for the second time. I've only been down on once other. Got to the bottom, hands full, and collapsed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think like Johnny normally, he's always so fast and he's doing 10 things at once. I think you're probably thinking of something else and you forgot that last step.
Yeah, I did. So anyway, I've had an epic fail on the stairs, fallen over, and I've broken my ankle. So I've got 6 weeks in this moon boot.
Yeah, lovely.
Resting, and you probably think, geez, Johnny's shrunk on this show. What the hell's going on? And not only that, I look new, man. Look at me. I'm like a new, improved Johnny.
Yeah.
I've done my hair. I've had a shave. I've broke my ankle. Man, all these things. Yeah, so anyway, back to the story. But broke my ankle recording a SIC show. Well, just about to record a SIC show. And, man, it's painful as hell. I'm on painkillers. But you know what, man? It's given me the power to stop and rethink everything.
Yes.
Because I still work full time. We still do our online thing with Share, Inspire, Create and the Lounge, which I absolutely love. And I love my family, spending time. But all those things mixed together just makes for overwhelm and a hectic lifestyle. And I tell you what, man, my body's paying for it. I'll put some weight on, which I'm gonna working towards getting off now. And mate, I tell you what, having this broken leg has actually given me a break from my hectic life. So I've taken this time. Well, I'm going to take this time. It's been a week. I'm starting to finally feel good about this thing. I'm finding the positives out of what happened. I'm going to take a step back and really think about the things I'm actually doing and making sure I'm doing all the right things and not too many things. Pace myself, man. Because I tell you what, having a hectic lifestyle and trying to do too many things, man, it's going to kill you.
Yeah,
eventually, it will kill you, man.
It is. And I was really worried about Johnny here. Because he goes full blast and he hardly gets any sleep. He's got a newborn baby, keeping up at night. He's working all these jobs and you hit overwhelm. Eventually, physically, you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And you've got to stop, guys. And look, if you're watching this and you're in that point where you're feeling overwhelmed or just tired from doing too many things, maybe it's time to stop, have a little break, and then think about what are the few things that you should be doing and let the rest go.
Yeah, that's it. Or just plan it to be done later on. Just let it go and, you just got to rethink the whole thing. Actually, the feeling I had this morning, I went out with my partner, Ange, who I absolutely love. Love you, Ange. If you're watching. She probably is, actually. She does watch the show.
Oh, does she? Okay. Good.
Love you, hon. We went out for coffee this morning, and I sat down, and it was the first time I can remember in I don't know how long I didn't have to be anywhere. I had nothing on my mind except what was happening at the exact moment, enjoying that coffee, which, by the way, I hadn't had an espresso for over a week. It was insane, man. Like, I've been drinking coffee, but really average.
You know what?
Coffee.
I think you need to be hospitalized just for that.
Yeah.
I mean, like the withdrawals of caffeine.
I know, man.
I mean, they're going to kill you.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So anyway, I think what has happened for me, the positive thing out of me breaking my ankle is it's made me stop. It's made me rethink everything, absolutely everything I do in my life, and only do the things I want to do. And do the things. I mean, there's some things I have to do. Yes, I have to go to work because that pays the bills and keeps the family fed and keeps me in a house and all those things. And I love doing the Share, Inspire, Create stuff because that keeps me motivated.
Well, we don't have to do the show.
I love doing the show.
No, but I'm just saying we don't have to. We want to.
Don't. We want to do it, man. I love it. Because you know what? It's one of my major goals out of photography, and I absolutely love photography too. That's another thing. 6 weeks of not being able to go in the field and shoot is going to be tough for me. But you know what? I'm going to do things like this, and I've got a new podcast in the works that I'm working on that I want to start. They're the things I'm going to do. I'm going to create things to help other photographers, get that same feeling I get when I'm out in the field. So I want to help other people master their photography, and that's my other big goal of doing all this, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I love it.
And there's one thing, I guess, another thing you can learn from what's happened to Johny is you can take any situation that's happening in your life and you can see the positive in it. Okay, so he broke his ankle, major pain. I had to take him to the local clinic.
He had to pick him up off the ground.
Take him home and all the stuff, pick him up off the ground. And you can think, okay, these things are happening to me, but is there a positive that I can take out of it? You know, and you have found the positive you can take out of that.
That's it, man. And that's what it is, guys. So, just if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling like it's all too much, and often this will happen, the point where you're taking your photography from a hobby to a business, that is the point where you start to feel overwhelmed. Because there's, you got all these things you want to do, you do this, you do that. Man, I tell you what, that is the point where you got to sit back and pick the things that you need to do to get you to the next step.
And one thing a week, guys. If you are starting a photography business, do one thing a week.
Yeah, that's such great advice.
Don't overwhelm yourself with too many things. You've got a list that's like 30 or 40 things long that you need to do. Yes, there's a lot of things you need to do, but just do one a week. So let's say, let's create my website front page this week, and in a week's time, that's done. And then, then do something after that. Okay, so we need to get a logo, or we need to, you can't do everything at once. And that's the way to do it. You spread it out. You chunk it down.
And you know what? When you do achieve that one thing, it makes you feel so good. It makes you motivated to move on to the next thing. Rather than looking at the big picture and you do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you don't finish anything. I tell you what, completing that one task, man, it's
like
great.
Like us, So 1 SIC show a week. So at the end of the year, we've got 52 SIC shows.
Yep.
And it adds up. It accumulates, and you actually, you pace yourself. So you come up with some really cool stuff every week that we do. We think, okay, what's the one thing that we can share with you guys this week that'll really make a difference in your lives?
Yep, definitely.
So that's what we do.
So that's it. So my ankle's broken. So I'll see you guys in the lounge, man, because I've been spending heaps of time.
Yeah, so leave comments over here. You can send all the sympathy emails and comments below for Johny.
Yeah. Actually, hit me up on the Twitter, hey? My Twitter handle is iJohny, so IJOHNY. I actually really love the Twitter, man. If you're not on Twitter, get on there. It's just great. 140 characters. Send it my way. I absolutely love it.
Yes.
So
awesome.
Anyway, they'll be in the show notes, but that's my story, guys.
Good.
Inspire.
Okay, Brent, man, inspire us with something. I love this. I love where this is going to head, man.
So I'm going to close my laptop. I'm going to inspire you guys with this. Okay, so here we go, guys. So that's an image. I hope you can see it over here. We'll probably put
we'll take a photo and put it up. Yeah.
Now, this is a canvas that I created about 10 years ago.
Wow.
And the reason I'm showing you this is it's the very first image I took in this area when we moved here. We moved here about 10 or 11 years ago, and I went to 1 Mile Beach and I photographed this on a 3 megapixel camera. Okay, now
insane,
this is 1/3 of that 3 megapixel camera because I cropped it as a pano, so it's about a 1 megapixel image.
So you cropped a 3 megapixel?
Yes.
That is insane,
and I
man.
printed it this big, so that's pretty big for a a 1 megapixel, right? But here's the thing, guys. I want to inspire you to take your best image. Doesn't matter where you are in your photography learning progress, and print it. Print it large.
Yep. Your most favorite image.
Favorite image. Just one. Go and print it as big as you can. Look, this is a 1 megapixel.
Yep.
That's I don't know how big that is.
It's 40 inches
wide.
1 megapixel.
I don't know. Yeah. And print it. Why? Because firstly, you're going to look at it more often. It's not going to be hidden on your computer behind a bunch of other things.
Yep.
Secondly, people will actually comment on it. And you may get good or bad comments. I'm sure you'll probably get good. I mean, I got great comments when I saw this. And the reason I've kept it is to remind myself that I've actually progressed a little bit. Hopefully.
That's it. Yeah, for sure.
Since then. But let's go, let's have a look at the case study of what I did, and then maybe, how this can help you. So I took my best image, I printed it. I was still working full-time doing engineering type work, and I'd come home and I'd look at this image and it would inspire me to go out and take more images. I'm like, I've got it on the perfect day, it was just beautiful light, I want to go out there again. And I'd get up every single morning, go out and take more images. And eventually, I produced this book, my Moods of Port Stephens book, which is now sold out. So I've only got a couple copies left just for special people. But I created this book over about 6 months, getting up really early, and I published it, and that got me known in my area as the photographer in this area for landscape photography. And then that got me more photography gigs. It got me wedding photography gigs. It got me portrait photography work, commercial photography work. The local tourism board actually paid for me to go in a helicopter and photograph the area from the sky.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I mean, just from putting this book together, and I've produced all sorts of things. Here's an old canvas that I've, it's a bit dirty. It's been packed away that I used to sell. So I've had a lot of things that I've sold, and that got me started. If I hadn't have printed this image, I may never have got started.
You may never have got the motivation to go out and shoot more and show more people your work and then get paid work from that, from fashion. That's awesome, man.
Exactly. So hopefully this motivates you guys to take your best image, go print it, and keep it for yourself. Put it somewhere where you can see it every day.
Print it big.
Motivate you to get out there and take more photos, and then you don't know what might happen.
That's it. I've got to say, and we've talked about this before, but putting your favorite image up on the wall, printed, that you see every day, is one of the most rewarding things as a photographer. I love it, man. I love going out to my space where I work, and I've got a print hanging up there, one of my favorite ones, actually, of the Wanaka tree. Everyone's probably seen it. I talk about it all the time, but it's one of my favorite shots, and man, I love seeing that printed big. It's just awesome, man. It's just inspiring every time I see it to know that's the one I took. That's one of my favorite images, and I hung it on the wall, and boom, love it, man.
Lovely.
And one thing I'd recommend is every 12 months, 2 years, whatever, find your next favorite image and do it again. Print it, because you will see a difference, man. Your photography is gonna go ahead in leaps and bounds, man. The more you do it, the more you get out there and practice, the better it's gonna get. So every couple of years, find your next favorite when you got some spare cash and print it and put it big, and man, it just keeps you inspired and keeps you motivated. Awesome, man. Great story, brother.
Awesome. Hey, Johnny, what's this?
This is the new dinger. Don't touch. I don't know if you're ding worthy.
Oh, really?
So, guys, we've got a new. Hey, it's the dinger, yo. Don't touch the. That's it. It's going on my side. Stay away. No, I'm joking. Guys, I don't know why I brought a dinger.
Okay.
And
we'll find a use for it.
Yeah, we'll find a use for it. I think it's going to be. I think that there's different types of dings. It's like it's a real analog thing. You know. So there's the double ding, and I think that's like when something's a really big deal, I'll double ding.
Okay.
And there's the single ding when it's like, yeah, that's pretty choice, man. And then there's the muted ding, and that's like, yeah, it's okay. And then there's the real muted ding, and I think that's like, boom, boom.
So can we go? Johnny broke his ankle.
Yeah, you could. Actually, it's probably worth it. Because it's like, it's really bad. Anyway, I don't know. I just brought a dinger.
Okay, there we go.
And it's now on the set. So.
Okay, there we go. Cool.
Perfect, man. Great story, bro.
Thank you.
Really inspirational.
Yeah.
Create.
So, Brent, man, there was an awesome thread in the Share, Inspire, Create Lounge this week. Tell us about it, mate, because it's a really interesting topic, and I think it's going to help people really push, their photography forward if they keep this in mind.
Definitely, and I called it, it's okay to suck when you're first starting out.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Meaning, it's okay to not do something really well when you first try and do it. And I guess you can break it down. Well, let me go back, and I've just sold my business and my photography studio, and we'll talk about that in another episode a little bit more. And the guy that has bought it, I'm training him to run the studio. So we're in there and we go through a planning meeting and an ordering presentation where someone actually comes in and purchases the images that we've taken of them.
Yep.
And even though I've got checklists and I've got training and all that stuff, at one point you've actually got to move from the theory to the practical. You actually got to take what you know and do it, right? And the first time you do it, you're going to suck.
That's right.
You're not going to be great at it, but it's okay.
It's fine,
okay to
man.
suck as long as you take action and you do it. And it's a starting point. You do something, you're not good at it, but you've done it. And then from there, you learn, get feedback, you do it again, you get a little bit better, you do it again, you get a little bit better.
And that's such a great thing. It's such a great motto, man. And I believe there's no such thing as a mistake. It's only all about learning so you can get better the next time you do something. Yeah. Nothing you can do, particularly with photography. You know, people get caught up in this equipment, that equipment, and this and that, you know, when it comes to settings. And it's all about just jumping out, getting out there and doing what you know how to do.
I think
it's going to get better.
Taking action.
Taking action.
So as long as you take action, doesn't matter if you're not good at it or you suck at it, it's okay. As long as you take action.
That's it.
It's like driving a car. It's difficult to steer a parked car, you know? You can't. You got to be moving, you got to be rolling, you got to be taking action. That way you can steer it and get better at what you're doing.
Yep, I totally agree, man.
Metaphor.
Steer it and get better at what you're doing. I still haven't given him the right to ding, and he's really dinged 3 times now. And I don't know, guys. What do you reckon? You know,
I think every time we get a metaphor,
Can Brent be a dinger?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you got the right to ding? I think you do, man.
Do I suck at dinging?
Well, mate, you're going to get better.
It's the first time I've done it.
I know you are going to get better. Okay. I think you'll never get the mute and the. You know, you got to be. It's all about in the hand movement. You know, you'll get it, but bro, you know what? But it's okay to suck. There's no mistakes, bro.
So the action step here, guys, is take action.
Take action.
Whatever you're doing when you're first starting at something, take action, because it's okay to suck when you first start.
So get out there and create and share your images in the lounge, man, because I tell you what, that is the next thing you can do in the action to make your photography just shine.
Definitely. And we got, just so you guys know, we're in the lounge every single day, me and Johny, plus hundreds of other great photographers, and we're teaching them by, talking about things like this, giving them assignments, and people are taking action. They're putting images in, they're getting feedback, and they're becoming better, and it's awesome.
Do you know what? You know, the one thing, the biggest piece of feedback we get is having people there that know, that know some things about photography that you might not know, and getting that feedback straight away. I tell you what, man, from people you trust, it's like living next door to a pro photographer. Seriously.
It is.
That's what it must feel like. And man, I love it. I just love helping people, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
And that's why we started the Share, Inspire, Create.
That's it, man. That's what it's all about. Help as many photographers as possible to master their craft. I mean, and that's what it's all about for us, isn't it, brother?
Totally.
That's our whole motivation, isn't
cool.
it, man?
Yeah, so awesome, it's been an awesome show again, Johny.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for sharing your broken ankle with us this week.
Awesome, man. And guys, get your next image and print it big and put it on the wall, your favorite image, and that's going to inspire you all the way, man.
Definitely.
Seriously.
And take action.
Take action.
That's the third point.
Whatever it is, read about it. Do your research and get out there and do it. Because doing it is the one thing that's going to change everything for you, guys.
Definitely.
And guys, have we got something a little special for the guys?
Oh, we've always got something special for them.
Yeah, man. So check out the link below. We've got a special there for you for the Share, Inspire, Create Lounge. We'd love to see you in there. We're in there all the time. And guys, please, if you've got anything, got any questions that you want to hit me up on Twitter, and we'll put our Twitter handles. Twitter. And just toot me on the Twitter. Toot me on the
definitely, guys.
Toot me on the
Twitter. And also on iTunes, we love a 5-star rating. So thanks for that.
Yeah, we appreciate it, guys. And as always, it's been another epic show, man. And we'll see you next week. Have a great week, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Peace.
To find out more, go to shareinspirecreate.com.
Intro.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Johny here, sitting on a chair. I'm going to start again. Grab myself up.
Okay.
Hey! Dinger! Hey! Don't touch the dinger, yo!
No, we sucked at that. Let's do it again.
That was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah, I felt alright.